What's up, guys? Today I'm going to be making a video that's a little bit different than what I've usually been making. I'm going to give you guys the reasoning behind my decision of uninstalling WoW after 15 years of dedication. I've been playing WoW since the beginning of Burning Crusade, back when I believe it was like 12 years old, was when I started. And it was an incredible experience at first. It was really fun. I enjoyed it a lot, especially as a kid. It was a new world, a new experience. It was amazing. But over the years that I continued to play, I started to feel like the game was changing. And I would always say, oh, this expansion that's coming out. This is the expansion that's gonna save the game. This is the expansion that's gonna bring back my love for the game. And every single time, every single expansion, I was wrong. There's been many mechanics and many small things in the game that the community has constantly gotten upset about and constantly asked Blizzard to fix, but Blizzard has refused to fix these little things. And they are creating the game based on their opinion of what the game should be and how they want the game to be. They're not necessarily making the game for their community. They're not necessarily making the game for the players. It's almost as if the devs don't even play the game. They add content every single expansion, and that content that they add continues to be revamped and reworked throughout the entire expansion. So you be working hard, grinding whatever it is that they introduce that specific expansion, and they'll either nerf your class, they'll nerf your spec, or they'll nerf the content that they introduced entirely. And it was getting to a point where I felt like I was wasting my time. No matter how much time and effort I put into my character, I felt like it was meaningless. Completely meaningless. Over the years, it's been many small things that has pushed me away from the game, slowly but surely. But every year, when a new expansion came out, or every time a new expansion came out, I always had that benefit of the doubt that Blizzard's going to fix their mistakes and finally listen to the players and finally create a game that makes everybody happy. Blizzard does not care about their players. Blizzard does not care about the community. The only thing they care about is money. They try and keep the players in the game constantly grinding, constantly playing every single day, all day. Just they keep them there. And they'll add content, so the player will be like, oh wow, new content. And then they'll change the content down the road. Or they'll significantly nerf the content down the road for catch-up systems. And then after that expansion, that content is removed from the game. It's irrelevant anymore. So all that time you put into your Azeroth necklace, all that time and effort you put into your legendaries, it's for nothing. Literally for nothing. In World of Warcraft, you're not playing the game. You're not even playing the expansion. You're playing the patch. And every patch changes. A lot of the times, your class gets nerfed in that patch. So the months that you spend grinding on that character, trying to get him the best of the best, next patch, you find out your class is going to get nerfed. All that time and all that time you spent on that character was just wasted. It went to the trash. They just threw it away. They don't care. This last update with the legendaries and Shadowlands proves that they don't respect the player's time. It proves they don't care about the community. They just want you to stay in the game as long as possible, like prisoners. Why? Because you've been playing the game for 10 years or more. So you don't know what else to do. You've been playing it for as long as you can remember. And they know this. And they use that to their advantage. They add shitty content over and over and over and over again. And they know that they're dedicated players who have been playing since Vanilla or Burning Crusade or Wrath of the Lich King. They know those players are going to come back and try out the new content every single time, no matter how shit the content is. Every time. World of Warcraft is not the same it was when it was first released. World of Warcraft, Blizzard was a company that was made by gamers. And those gamers were making games for other gamers. Nowadays, all the people, or majority of the people that worked on World of Warcraft back when it originally released, don't even work for the company anymore. It's a completely different company. So now the gamers don't have the keys to the car. Now the businessman, the dude in the suit and the tie, he's got the keys to the car. And he's driving the car off the cliff. They're constantly introducing content to try and take as much money out of your pocket. Blizzard has been making mistakes over and over and over and over again. They constantly ignore their community. They constantly disrespect their community. They just do not care about you or me. So when I uninstalled WoW, I downloaded Final Fantasy. And let me just say, this game is incredible. Absolutely incredible compared to World of Warcraft. I don't feel like I'm wasting my time. I don't have to worry about my class being nerfed or my job being nerfed or any of the sort. I can play all the classes on one character. I can experience all the content that has been released on day one of A Realm Reborn all the way to the current expansion, the same as it was released. So now as I play, I don't feel like I have to play all day every day constantly because I'm worried that the expansion because I'm worried I'm not going to be able to achieve the goals that I want before the next expansion because it's going to be irrelevant. I don't have to worry about that. I don't have to worry about them taking away the shit that I've worked for on that game. Sure, they can. Absolutely. At the end of the day, if they want to be a dick, they could just remove everybody's progress and just completely just yoink it all because it's their property. You know, absolutely. But that's not what I'm talking about. World of Warcraft, you don't do any of the previous contents of the previous expansions. So what's the point of playing the game if it's meaningless? If every single expansion they introduce a brand new system in the game, completely invalidating all the progress you made on the previous expansion, or adding a new patch that completely invalidates all the work you put in the previous patch, what is the point in playing an MMORPG when the game is all about making your character stronger, and progress, and building it up, and so on and so forth? What's the point? For me, World of Warcraft was getting to a point that it was just a job or a chore. I was subconsciously logging in every day just because I was used to logging in every day. Sometimes I'll take like a break here and there for a couple days or whatever to play a different game like Call of Duty or Escape from Tarkov or something. But the reason being is because I had like a void, like a hole that I was a hole in my heart that I was trying to find what could fill it properly, and I couldn't find it. I didn't know what I was looking for. I was aware it was there, and I did not know what I was looking for or even what it was related to. But then I realized that I'm a gamer. I'm in search for a game, and a game it has a deeper meaning than what you think it is. A game is a literal game. It is something you do for fun, something you do for entertainment, something that doesn't make you upset, something that doesn't make you angry, something that brings joy to your life as you're playing it. You don't have to play it all day every day because you have to. It is a game that you can sit there and enjoy to play it, whether it's for 20 minutes or 20 hours. Final Fantasy filled that void for me. Playing World of Warcraft, I had to play like 12, 16 hours a day because I needed to catch up to everybody. I needed to get the best of the best so I can compete in PvP. I needed to do this. I needed to do that. I needed to do this. I needed to do that. And it was just draining. And in Final Fantasy, I don't have that feeling. I could play 2 hours a day and not have to worry about next patch removing the content that I want. I don't have to worry about the content disappearing next expansion. And I can experience all the content that the game has to offer since the beginning of them launching the game. So I don't have that urgency that I need to play. I don't have that race against time to get things done. And I can actually sit down and play a game. A literal game. That's all I wanted. I can confidently say I will never go back to World of Warcraft. I'm done. After 15 years, I finally grew the strength and the courage to just walk away from that toxic relationship. And I found a bad bitch. Oh man. Oh dude. It's a sexy ass bitch. Oh, she thick. She thick. Let me just say, Final Fantasy is just incredible, guys. Final Fantasy 14 is absolutely incredible. If you just get past the first 30 levels of the game, you'll start to enjoy it. And it just gets better and better and better. I would say the weakest kind of content the game has is PvP. And PvP in Final Fantasy is way more balanced than World of Warcraft PvP has ever been. Ever been. Only bad part is there's not a lot of people that do PvP. I'm only 27. And as I grow older, I'm starting to realize that time is the most important currency ever to exist. And would you want to put all of your time into a game that is in the hands of another individual who constantly takes that time you invested and throws it out the window and expects you to restart and reinvest more time after they just threw away all your progress? I'm done. I'm done. Guys, listen. This video isn't to convince you to play Final Fantasy. It's not to convince you to quit WoW. It's basically just to tell you guys why I quit WoW. All I ask is for you guys to just sit down and think about where you're headed down this path with Blizzard. They got the keys to the car, and you're in the passenger seat. This is the moment where you sit down and you think, where are you headed? And if you want to continue down this path. I'm done. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Maybe come check me out live at twitch.tv/Rakavian. I go live every single day from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. Eastern, having a hell of a fun time playing Final Fantasy. With that said, guys, I will catch you all next time on the flip side. Peace.